Global Time Attacks Round 1, and we're back in the Pacific Northwest at the Ridge Motorsport Park. This is Global's second year at this circuit, and that means drivers were more familiar and ready to best their previous times. Last year's overall record was set by Amir Bentatu in his street class NSX, and while absent this time around, the possibility of a new fastest time was definitely in the cards. Let's take a closer look at the drivers, with coverage brought to you by Time Attack News.
Hi, I'm Ryan Desix. I'm driving the number 2 Super Tycoon car, and we're here at the Ridge Motorsports with Global Time Attack. I'm super excited about this weekend and being at this track. We really wanted to come here last year and we didn't, and there's a bunch of rain and stuff, so I'm kind of pumped with this beautiful weather that we have to come back out here this year with this awesome car. Our goals this year with the car is to run a 154, and after coming from Super Lap Battle at COTA, we can feel there's so much potential in the car, and the 154 just wasn't enough. So taking it easy on my first session, which we've done one session so far, I went out and ran a 150. So the Pro Comp all-wheel drive record holder, hopefully, which wasn't going to be hard, but we're going to set the bar high. As you can see, we're driving a Japanese Super Tycoon endurance car. We've had it for about 2 months now. We did Super Lap Battle on COTA. Was really impressed with how fast the car was there, how much grip it had. Now we're here at the Ridge, just blown away with how good the car is, and just in the first session at a new track, just absolutely shattered expectations. Overall for the weekend, we were trying to compete with the hard motorsports car. They're running in Pro Comp with an actual TC America car. We're in an old built race car for Super Endurance, so not quite the same. But what's kind of cool is you've got kind of a new performance built race car versus an old built race car. So this is a factory supported Subaru car versus a factory BMW. So super excited to see how we do this weekend. Super excited to try and bring home the gold for Pro Comp this year.
April is usually a cold and wet time of year in Washington State. Luckily for drivers, Saturday remained relatively dry, allowing them to get some solid times in before the day's end. The track had been repaved since GTA's last event here in 2020, and some new curbs had now extended the track edges, possibly making for faster times. In the Unlimited class, Cable Rossenberg was on his way to smashing the overall record in his Time Attack Dodge Viper. Ray Guerrero and Zachary Sober in the Porsche Turbo S were ahead in the Limited class, with Kevin Steckbar close behind and improving upon his 2020 best time. The battle in the street class was even tighter, with some back and forth between the PM Racing M4 and the Sector 1 S2000 for the lead.
Hi, I'm Jared Floyd with Sector 1 Design out here at the Ridge Motorsports Park with Global Time Attack. This is day 2, Sunday. It's been a great weekend so far. Yesterday was clear and a little cold, but great competition. Today is a little bit damp this morning and it's clearing up a little, but still very cold. So I'm about to go out for session 2 in Group 1. I'm running street class in my S2000 with a J-Swap J32 V6. Currently sitting in second place. I'm about 2/10 behind first place. So I'm really hoping to find that time. But with the weather conditions today, I don't know if I'm going to make that up. So a little bit about the car. It's a 2002 Honda S2000 AP1. It had a supercharged F20 for a while, and then I put a F22 supercharged in it. And then just last year, I swapped in the J32 from an Acura TL Type S. So it's naturally aspirated. It's about 300 horsepower to the wheels. And so far I like it a lot. It's got the stock S2000 transmission. It's got AP racing brakes from Urge. I'm running CNC machined ported cylinder heads from P2R Racing and their intake runners. And otherwise the engine's basically stock internally. Been really impressed with it. And I think there's a lot of opportunity to make bigger horsepower gains. Great throttle response, sounds pretty cool, sounds a lot different than most Honda S2000s. Basically all the modifications I've done myself. I fabricated the roll bar, fabricated the exhaust, a bunch of the engine parts and suspension bits I machined and welded up. So it's just been a project of love for many years. Built the carbon fiber splitter, lots of mods, just tinkering over the years, lots of projects, lots of learning how to do things just by trial and error, and a lot of work in CAD and using kind of newer techniques, like the throttle body adapter, for example, is a 3D printed aluminum piece that's pretty unique and allows me to adapt the throttle body to the cast magnesium intake manifold, which saves a bunch of weight over the stock aluminum intake manifold. So looking forward to finishing day 2. It's been a great event so far, some great competitors. Love this track, one of my favorite tracks in the Northwest. Thankful that Global Time Attack comes out to the Northwest to help support the Northwest area, and can't wait to see them again. Plan to be out here in the July event. Should be a little nicer weather and a little warmer. Should be a great time.
Hi guys, this is Zefeng Jing, and you guys can call me Jackie. I drive my M4 with my buddy this weekend. Since to now it's really good. It's sunny right now, so good for us, but not good for our team because my car got some problem. So we try to fix, but before the problem come out, we already get a good time right now. We try to hold and push to this car limit.
On a rainy note, but not before Jared Floyd had the chance to put down a 1:47.366, advancing him to P1 in street class. Cable Rossenberg in the 9-litre paddle shift sequential Dodge Viper not only set the overall fastest time of the weekend, but a production car track record. In enthusiast class, Adam Wood managed to go a whole 4 seconds faster than his 2020 best time and set a new class record in the process. Round 1 at the Ridge Motorsport Park proved to be an eventful start to the GTA season, with car show and drifting taking place alongside the Time Attack racing. We are without doubt looking forward to the next GTA Ridge event in July.